Welcome to the Incident Management series. This course covers three essential IT service management processes: incidents, problems, and changes. An incident is an unplanned interruption to a service or reduction in quality. A problem is the underlying cause of one or more incidents, and a change is a controlled modification to IT infrastructure or services. Understanding how these three processes work together is critical for maintaining service reliability and minimizing downtime. The incident lifecycle consists of 5 key phases. First, detection and logging. Incidents are identified through monitoring tools, alerts, or user reports and immediately recorded in a ticketing system. Second, categorization and prioritization. Incidents are classified by type and assigned a priority based on impact and urgency. Third, initial response. The support team acknowledges the incident and begins troubleshooting. Fourth, investigation and diagnosis. The root cause is identified and workarounds may be applied. Finally, resolution and closure. The issue is fixed, the user is notified, and the ticket is closed. Throughout this life cycle, communication with stakeholders is maintained. Severity levels determine how quickly an incident must be resolved. Critical incidents affect multiple users or core business functions and require immediate response. High-severity incidents impact important services or a significant number of users. Medium-severity incidents affect individual departments or non-critical services. Low-severity incidents are minor issues with minimal impact. Impact refers to how many users or business processes are affected. Urgency is how quickly the issue needs to be resolved based on business priorities. Together, impact and urgency determine the priority and response time targets for each incident. Problem management proactively identifies and eliminates root causes of incidents. Root cause analysis is the systematic approach to finding why an incident occurred. The 5 whys technique asks why repeatedly until the fundamental cause is revealed. Once the root cause is identified, permanent solutions are implemented to prevent recurrence. A known error database captures documented problems and their workarounds. This database helps future incidents resolve faster by providing proven solutions. Problem reviews ensure that corrective actions are effective and prevent similar incidents from happening again. Change management is a controlled process for modifying IT infrastructure and services. A change request is submitted detailing what will be changed, why, and potential risks. Changes are categorized as normal, emergency, or standard. Normal changes require formal approval and testing. Emergency changes bypass some approval steps when critical systems must be restored immediately. Standard changes are low-risk pre-approved modifications that can be implemented quickly. Each change is planned with a backup plan in case something goes wrong. Testing is performed in non-production environments before deploying to live systems. These 3 processes work together in a continuous cycle. Incidents trigger problem investigations when root causes are not immediately obvious. Problem analysis leads to changes that implement permanent solutions and prevent future incidents. Changes must be carefully managed to avoid creating new incidents. The incident database provides data to identify recurring problems. Problem reviews generate change requests for improvements. Change impacts are monitored to detect new incidents. Regular reviews of all 3 processes help identify trends and improve overall service quality. This integrated approach transforms reactive incident handling into proactive service improvement. Effective incident management requires measurement and monitoring. Key incident metrics include mean time to restore, which measures how quickly services are recovered. Incident count and severity tracking reveal patterns in system reliability. Downtime duration and business impact show the financial cost of incidents. Root cause analysis quality is measured by the clarity and completeness of documented causes. Change success rate tracks how many changes are implemented without causing new incidents. Change cycle time measures how long changes take from request to deployment. Regular review of these metrics identifies areas for improvement and demonstrates the value of incident management to leadership. Prevention is better than reaction. Proactive monitoring and alert tuning help detect issues before they impact users. A known error database and documented workarounds speed up resolution when similar incidents occur. Regular root cause analysis reviews ensure lessons are learned and preventive changes are implemented. Complete audit trails provide accountability and traceability. Change logs record who made changes, what was changed, when it occurred, and why. Root cause analysis evidence and decision trails support compliance requirements. These safeguards ensure that processes meet governance standards and facilitate audits with complete documentation for accountability. Escalation procedures define when and how incidents are elevated to higher authority levels. Escalation occurs when an incident exceeds the current team's authority or expertise. When response or restoration time targets are at risk of being missed, escalation is triggered. Cross-team collaboration may be necessary for complex issues involving multiple systems. Service-level agreements define target response and restoration times based on incident priority. These targets guide escalation decisions and resource allocation. Site reliability engineer involvement includes on-call response, post-incident reviews, and runbook documentation. Capture escalation rationale and timestamps for audit and continuous learning. Incidents are reactive events requiring quick restoration to minimize downtime. Problems address root causes to prevent recurrence and improve stability. Changes are planned modifications implemented with proper governance and testing. These three processes work together to transform reactive support into proactive service improvement. Next steps include documenting root cause analysis playbooks and updating runbooks based on lessons learned. Track key performance indicators such as mean time to restore, change success rate, and root cause analysis quality. Use this knowledge as a quick reference and prompt for continuous improvement in your incident management practice.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.